All right, what up, friends? Kenji back for another drafty here on the tubes. If you watched our couple previous videos, we played in the Arena Open. I won't spoil it for you, but go check out those Arena Open draft VODs over the last couple days. Wow, this is a hell of an opening pack here. Don't think we're going to pass this Purveyor. Card is pretty nasty. It basically just wins the game if they don't have a removal spell pronto. 5/6 flying trample, yada yada yada, other text for 4 mana. Can't pass that card. Other good ones, we got the Catapult Fodder, the Bramble Worm. But yeah, we'll just take this card in and move on and see what we can do from here. Yikes, into an extremely low drop in power level. There is nothing I want to second pick here. I guess I'm gonna just take this Geist. I would try to cut off the black if there were any good black cards, but we're not second picking either of these. Fearful Villager's okay. But yeah, we're just gonna... I mean, I'm not even kidding when I say this. If Twin Blighted Geist wasn't in this pack, I would just take the rare for gems. But Geist is like reasonable enough, and obviously it would be insane on the Purveyor or something, but that is a terrible back in comparison. Couple good cards here. Puppy's great. Gluttonous Guest is great. Don't think the Stalker's anything impressive. I think it's probably better here to just take the Guest. I've been really happy with this card. And even though I think Puppy might be slightly better, Guest moves your puts itself into more different archetypes. I've said it before, but you know, it's good in the life gain deck, good in the vampire deck, good in the big butt deck. It's just a huge role player all around, and happy to start cutting off black there instead. Ooh, okay. I did pass a Catapult Fodder, but I will take another one. All of our black creatures so far have bigger booties than arms, so that seems like a good pickup here. It also helps, again, cut off the black cards, which after taking the Purveyor we definitely want to try to do, although still passing a few others, but that seems like a pretty easy choice to follow up. Good start. Still ranked number 1. Had a pretty good showing today on stream. Just ended the stream today. Let me double check real quick. How did we do today? Punted the final draft I was in, but we went, let's see, today's a 6. 7-1, 3-3, 7-1, 4-3. So pretty consistent there. Again, I did punt one of my rounds as well in the final draft, so not too shabby. What is that? 7, 14, 18, 21. 21 wins and 8 losses. Not terrible. Pick number 5. We're going to just take another black card. Bloodcrazed Socialite's really, really good. The Menace, so many good Menace creatures in this format just make it so awkward to block. Or impossible for that matter. A card I don't like though, and I've never seen it be good, is the Bloodsworn Squire. It probably looks better than it is. Or rather, it appears better than it actually is. It's just not a very good card, so I'm gonna just take another Socialite here and stick with the black. The good black. Getting a little bit heavy on the 4-drops right now, but that's okay. If these are basically our top end, we're not gonna mind that. Really hoping that by cutting off the black, we're going to be rewarded with like bleed dries and whatnot in the last 2 packs. As we get a pretty underwhelming pick number 7. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Like, Thirst for Discovery pick 7 is really good. It's just not necessarily what we're looking to do. I don't ever consider the Cadet here, even though we have the fodder. I just have not liked this card at all. Point of Discussion's fine. Cruel Witness is okay. But that is a late Thirst for Discovery, so it's a good pickup. Binding Geist isn't too bad. I've come around to liking this card a bit. It does a lot of work. Maybe not at its best in blue-black, but it's a lot better than I initially gave it credit for, I think. Again, not a very enticing pack. I don't know if we want to take Scab right now. Or if we'd rather take just like one of these off-color cards. Because we're still pretty open, all things considered. I guess I'm going to take the Villager here. It's got a bigger butt, so it's good for catapult fodder. And if I end up in like red-black werewolves, it's not terrible. Alright, these are not great. Syncopate maybe a play. Ambush maybe a play. It's not a bad combat trick, it's just it doesn't look like this deck that we're ending up in is gonna want to play that. Oh, Mulch is good. Sheltering, okay. Ugh. So, the really awkward thing is, I don't think Olivia is very good. Or rather, let's put it this way, she's very overrated. The card is powerful, but she's very overrated. I would not be surprised if taking Catapult Fodder or Bramble Worm were actually better here. I know people are going to yell at me if I don't take her, but I honestly think that Olivia is super overrated and honestly not very good. But let's take it. It's a mythic. It's flashy. I'm losing out on some good cards here, but actually a lot of good cards here. Damn, Wolfstrike, Bolt, Celebrants, Brambleworm Fodder. We'll take the Olivia. Okay, well, the party's all here, chat. Not chat, you guys are YouTubers. The party's all here, viewers. Got ourselves a Purveyor, an Olivia. How about a Sorin now? Maybe we'll pick up a Splash for Edgar or something. I guess we're gonna try to be red-black vampires now. That's pretty funny. Jeez, and now Concealing Curtains? How many rares do I have? Mythic, Mythic, Rare. Rare? Okay. Sometimes things just go your way. Yeah, not much to say there. We are ending up in a pretty good position. The nicest thing about this, actually, is I could just splash the Olivia. Now, hold up. I'm thinking about taking Dig Up or Ancient Lumberknot here and going the big butts deck. And just splashing Olivia. Because I've only taken that Fearful Villager. We are still very open. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take the Lumberknot. Let's see what happens this way. Alright, I do need some early game though, so I will take the Sporeback Wolf here over like the Phalanx. But I think this might be the right direction to go. Oh man, an Abrade. Okay, well, we'll take the Abrade. But now we're looking to be like Jund Butts. Who doesn't like Jund Butts? Passing in Evolving Wilds here. Another Phalanx as well. But I didn't take all those Catapult Fodders. Like, how many? I think we could have had, what, 3? If I had 3 Catapult Fodders... Oh, this was just going to be like my other Big Butts deck where I had 3 Catapult Fodder, no removal, and we just killed people with, like, the Phalanxes, but... Okay, card draw or Courier Bat? I'll take the card draw. Our deck is so powerful, but we really want this early game nonsense to help stabilize us. So yeah, I'm going to just take a 2/2 lifelinker here, take the Desperate Farmer. Some combination of Jund Butts. Stupid sexy Sorin. The thing about Sorin, or Planeswalkers in general, is you want to be able to play... Jeez, we wield the butt. You want to be able to play a bunch of spells before them to, so you have blockers. Because if your first play is just like Sorin on turn 4, well, your opponent probably has some other creatures to beat him down with. Man, Celebrant's wield too, but we got to take the butt, man, here. Our deck is turning out real good. Weary Prisoner, that's another big butt. Hell, I mean... The red's better than the green. Maybe this is just the deck after all. Another Fearful Villager, that's another big booty. Not on the night side of things, but on the day side of things, if I do end up 3-color, maybe the Heirloom is a play. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty funny. Alright, I guess we have the whole story. No, we're still missing Edgar. But otherwise, we have the storyline in our deck, huh? We have Olivia, Sorin, her attendants. I really need early game plays now, but my top end is stacked. There it is, Celebrant, let's go. Old Rutstain, also fantastic here if I wanted. This is kind of the pivot point. I think we're just going to stick with red-black, but Old Rutstain is really freaking good. I need the early game so badly. I might even just start taking like those stupid skeletons just for something to do. Because my deck has so many bombs at the late game. Like, yeah, I think another Celebrant here is the correct pick. Just for extreme curve purposes. Losing a Traveler, a Fountain, another Socialite. We're going to take this Celebrant and hope to wield the Invitation. Biggest issue is once again removal. Seems like whenever I draft these big butt decks, I don't end up getting a lot of removal for one reason or another. Grisly Ritual. Oh, God. Do I have to take that? 6 mana removal is absolutely not what we want here. Like, my card quality for my spells that cost 4 or more is already so high that I don't think the ritual is necessary. I'm going to take the impulse over it. Somebody's going to yell at me in the comments, of course, but I don't think Grizzly's right. Any cheap removal spell I would take there, but a 6 mana one is not what we're looking for. It's a second egg in a row. Another Socialite, another Reckless Impulse. I don't think we want the Socialite here. Not great. I almost... It could be worth running End Festivities in this deck. I have a lot of blood, so I can always discard this later on if I don't want it. But in the early game, if the opponent plays a bunch of 1 toughness creatures, that could actually save us. Another Fearful Villager versus Epic here. Let's definitely just take the 1-drop for curve purposes. We're not playing Evolving Wilds, because we still need some playables. I didn't end up with enough Gluttonous Guest, sadly. So Courier Bat's just like a 3-mana 2/2 flyer. Maybe that's still worth it. I'm not going to play 3. I mean, we have 2 Reckless Impulse and a Pointed Discussion, so that's just way too much. It's probably just going to be the Bat or the Blood Servitor that we end up running here. Another End Festivities. Ooh, yes, we did wheel the Wedding Invitation, thank God. Eggs wheeling is insane. Yeah, if I had like 3 more Gluttonous Guest, I'd feel really good about this deck too, just because the life gain on them is so good. I think I'm going to cut this Pointed Discussion. Or actually maybe 1 Reckless and 1 Pointed Discussion makes more sense. Also, again, this Courier Bat is so filler. You know what? I think I might actually run the Honored Heirloom in this deck for another piece of, like, ramp / fixing, although the fixing's not as relevant. And then, yeah, cut the Impulse for the Pointed. Go something like that. Look at my removal. It's so bad. It's just the Abrade. I guess Attendance at the late game can ping, but... Well, yeah, this is another case of having extremely high creature quality or card quality, but no removal. And so... This deck, I could see getting 7 wins. I could also just see, you know, 2 wins, maybe. Just depending on how it plays out. We do have more red early, but we have so many double black cards. Wait, that's not even true. I only have 2 double black cards. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go with the red earlier then. So more mountains over swamps. Since a lot of our early game is red and our late game is black. Let's give it a shot. Number 1 in the world. I think I've gotten a pretty good lead. But hopefully if I just like go 0-3, I don't lose my rank 1. Because it's hard to hold on to, especially when you play as many drafts as I do a day. Let's just win. Hit that like and subscribe so I get to 7 wins. How about that? If you hit it, I'll get there. If you don't, you done me dirty. Done me dirty and we'll brick. Come on. This is where I insert something witty, funny. Everybody laughs, says haha. Oh, we just sit and wait. Yum, yum, yum. Good news for all you Vintage Cube lovers. In about 2 weeks, Vintage Cube will be back on Magic Online, so in time for the holiday season, they call it the Holiday Cube. We will be doing that once again in about 2 weeks. And Alchemy, the new thing they announced the other day, will be releasing on the 9th, December 9th. So that should be interesting as well. On the draw here with both Sorin and Purveyor in our opening hand. We do need to find 1 land, but if we can find 1 land, we are popping. There it is. And the nice thing, again, we actually have a curve leading up to the 4-drop bombs in our deck here. It looks like they're going to flip the Recluse. That's good. Discarding a Wedding Invitation. Okay, we're also on red-black. Looks like they're on our aggro version of our deck. As such, I think it's best to just lead off with the Catapult Fodder here. My card quality is so high that I just want to survive early game. I don't think playing out Heirloom is the right play. We're just going to end up taking a lot of damage, right? Can obviously just draw a land next turn as well. Start getting things online. I'm okay with that. That's basically just like a pointed discussion. Nice. And we did draw the land. Alright. So let's get the Sorin online then. And make a vampire. Let's get immediate value. So this way, if they have like a Blessed Bolt or something to just ping the Sorin, we at least got a 2/3 lifelinker out of the deal. Funny thing is here, the Purveyor is going to flip our Catapult Fodder too. That's fine. There's no creature in my graveyard, and no, they have their Fell Stinger, sure. NBD. Okay, we get to uptick Sorin here. Put the Swamp in our hand. And
very well.
Yeah, let's just slam more bombs, I guess. When your opponent plays Sorin into Bloodvial Purveyor, you're gonna need some pretty good cards. They could have a Grisly Ritual here or something, of course. I don't mind Sorin just taking 3 damage. But I will chump here with the Celebrant, because now what I can do with Sorin is make another token. And once I get 2/2/3 flyers off of Sorin, I think that's going to be too hard for them to beat. Oh, sure. Okay. Well, that's pretty funny. Now they're forced to kill the Sorin, and the Bloodvial Purveyor is going to hit them for 500. Discard this. Wait, how much damage is this for? 10? So I could sack the Purveyor to put him to 2? Jeez Louise. I guess we're just gonna play Fearful Villager and pass. Holding up the Catapult Captain, because they already need to find an answer to Purveyor. And if they don't, then they're gonna die. If they do, then I can just sack the Purveyor for 6 damage, so. Good beats. Something something skill game. I'm not gonna say this is very fair. I just played a Mythic into a bomb rare. So I need to find like Hero's Downfall here. I think I could have a Bleed Dry. Alright, they get to gain a life. Go ahead and block, because if they try to use any kind of trick, then they're just gonna die anyways. Attack with all. Okay, they did have the Bleed Dry. Oh! I forgot to sack in response, but I guess it doesn't matter. They're still dead here. Doesn't matter. Obviously, I should have sacked. That's the whole reason I didn't attack with the Catapult, but I'd lethal either way. Just click through priority too quickly. But you know what? When you're number 1, you're allowed to make some mistakes, especially when you have crazy bombs. According to the, I believe, the tracker that we use, or that I use, 17 lands, I think people told me that Sorin actually has the best win rate of any card in this format when in your opening hand or something. Let's see, game in hand win rate. No, maybe games drawn win rate. Oh, it's just Toxrill. Okay. Game played win rate. No, that's Arsonist. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I guess Sorin is just a really, really good card. Anyways. Let's just roll it up, baby. On the play. Easy keep. None of our bombs, but there's no way you can mulligan these type of hands, right? We have our 1 removal spell. We have a way to dig. We have a way to dig. We have an okay card. Hello. What colors you playing over there, friend? Blue. Blue-red. All right. Let's lead off then with the Fearful Villager. They have a braid of their own, sure. Do a Wandering Mind, 2/1 flyer. Finding an Anger. Oh, that's pretty funny. I think I'm actually just gonna kill their Wandering Mind with that right now. Because I don't want to use a braid on that, but I also don't want them to use Anger and just cycle and hit me for a bunch in the air. Aerith, huh? That's pretty good too. Alright, well, let's attack into the Aerith. Sure. I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and cast Impulse then. I don't want to risk casting Discussion and hitting 2 spells off the top. Surprised they blocked. That was super risky. Not great to 2-for-1 myself, obviously, but we do have Pointed Discussion in hand for some redraw as well after the fact. Alright, 2 lands off of their Impulse. Entomber. You don't usually see that in red-blue. I'm going to start off here with a Cycle of the Blood before we point it, because we could draw one of our 4-drop bombs. Perfect.
Out of my way. I have a way. You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Now they could do some anger tricks here, if they don't just have a burn spell to kill the Sorin. We know they have anger in their hand, so if they go like Chill from the Grave on my 2/3 plus anger, that already threatens the Sorin. But what I find I do often is that I tend to overvalue my planeswalkers. Like, Sorin's already made me a 2/3 flying lifelink. If they just use a removal spell on Sorin, I still got a ton of value out of the deal, right? Visionary, okay. 4 mana, pass? Alright, well, let's draw a free card then. Feels like they have a counter in their hand, but we'll go ahead and run it out. They might have... Oh, they didn't? Well, this is going to flip our catapult fodder then if we go to combat. I guess they could have Amalgam here, but... It's more likely they're just going to cast Scattered Thoughts, right? Nothing is insane. Huh. What on earth is in their hand? Pass again. Well, now I'm terrified that they have a freaking Kraken that's going to kill us. They totally have a Kraken in their hand. That's going to be really, really freaking hard to beat. I can't imagine it being anything else given their place. Well, nothing to say to that, but good beats.
You will serve me well.
Wish I had a bleed dry. Yep. Very, very obvious. It's not impossible that we win this game, it's just gonna be very, very hard. See, this is where having a Grizzly Ritual would actually, well, that's not even true. If they just hold up any instant, Grizzly Ritual is terrible versus them. What do they got for 5? Lacerate Flesh? Yep. Look, you can't fool me. I know what everybody plays. I guess the nice thing here for us is that if they want to kill the Sorin, they have to throw, unless they have another spell in the, like a Blessed Bolt in their hand, they have to use the Hullbreaker Horror. Oh, okay, another Anger too. Sure. Sure, why not? We'll go ahead and just trade for the Visionary. Sorin dies. I take 8. And maybe if they draw literally no spells for the rest of the game, we can win this. What you got in there? 2 lands? Couldn't even beat 2 lands. Oh, just a Dream Shacklegeist and a counter. Yeah. Oh yeah? You're gonna take one and you're gonna like it. Some rares are just built different, you know? Some rares are just built completely different. Alright, that's good enough. GG's. We'll scoop to it. Yep. Without it really needed to just be like a bleed dry there as our only way to kill the Kraken. Because any sorcery speed removal wasn't gonna really work. I don't think there was too much I could have done differently that game. Oh, this is what I'm talking about though, and I don't like it. We can definitely win with our card quality, but without any removal, if we just run into some crazy card, it will do the work versus us. Like, honestly, even Toxrill would have been better for us to play against, because that Toxrill would have taken a little while to actually kill all my creatures. Then we'd still have the catapult fodder or something, but the Kraken is just so disgusting. The old crack is whack, as I like to say. Starting right now, I like to say it. Crack be whack, yo. There's a reason that card is also seeing play in Constructed. It's that damn good. I guess Sorin is also seeing play in Constructed, though. Purveyor isn't. Concealing not Courtyard. Concealing Curtains also being played. All right, just give me the goddamn match here. Ugh. I'm tired of trying to fill dead air. Quality content. The mushrooms, the bananas. Maybe even the potato. On the draw, but looks good enough to me, huh? We actually have the catapult fodder requirements met already as well, as Sorin makes a 2/3. Bad news, being on the draw, we are already behind, and our opponent is playing red-white, so they're going to try to kill me ASAP. Let's lead off with the 2/3 here, since a 1/5 is not the best blocker, and a 2/3 can do some work. I have 5 4-drops in my hand. Oh, that's really good. Nice, okay. I think we try to bait out removal one more time, and let's just get a huge 2/6 on the battlefield before playing out Sorin or Purveyor. Versus red-white, their only real ways to deal with Purveyor are going to be like the Sigarda's Imprisonment, which hopefully they use their only one. Or like Fierce Retribution. It's a lot of epic curing. At 13 already. Yeah, they're just digging for lands. If I play the Catapult Fodder, it flips immediately. This is not mana efficient, but it's another 2/6. So, I kind of like this play, just because now I have shields up and I can run out like my Planeswalker or whatever. Especially while the opponent's kind of stumbling on mana over there. That's fine. They don't have too many good cards in their hand. They don't want to use the blood even though they're missing lands. It's terrifying.
Violence is necessary to set things
Yep,
right.
that's okay by me.
To darkness I return.
Again, Sorin already got a lot of value.
You fight for me now.
And a lifelink here is still just fantastic to start beating in. Okay, they're gonna finally use their other blood token, discard, yeah, arm the Cathars. Pretty bad versus 6 toughness. That's fine, I braid my 2/3, yeah. Our card quality is gonna be much higher than theirs, so I will now slam the Purveyor and say, your move. We really don't want them to have an imprisonment, though. If they have a second imprisonment, all we do is give them free blood, but I can sack it to the captain, of course. Let's attack. They can sack their blood before the trigger resolves to only take 5. No, but they didn't, so they're going to take 6. Now we're going to play another 2/3, hold up our sack ability, and we kill them real quick. Like, this is just a 2-turn clock. GG's. Pro Vampires would have been nice, but you're just dead on board, my friend. B.O.B. Come on now. Don't do me like that. Alright. Look, if you cast Sorin and Blood Vial Purveyor in the same game, turns out your odds of winning pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Can we do that 5 more times, though? That is the real question. I am confident and capable. But will it occur? So, anybody know any good jokes? Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Anybody win their store championships? I know those were also going on last weekend. Good? No? Okay. Well, anyways. Give me the next round. On the play with a keeper. We got our discard fodder. To any blood we might get. 2-drop, 3-drop with some card dig. We have yet to see our Olivia or her attendants, though. Our 6-drops are evading us currently. Black-white, Restless Bloodseeker. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like running this out instead now. And next turn just taking a peek at their hand with the curtains. This card's been great. Griff Rider. So we don't need to fire off the end festivities just yet if we don't want to. Let's go ahead and take a peek-see. 2 Fierce Retributions. Alright, well let's take a Fierce Retribution. Had this rider also just dies to end festivities. Is this going to be the best end festivities you've ever seen in your life? It could possibly be. Oh, they didn't cast it? Alright, well let's go with Impulse here, look for land. Did not find it. Just cast and pass. They're going to hold up Fierce for my Revealing Eye. I just won't attack with it until we can get value. So this is going to be a pretty good turn, I think. I'm going to lose out on the Villager, but what I'm going to do is go like this. Play the Farmer. Attack with all of these. They can go ahead and Fierce this, give me a 4/3. I assume the Bloodseeker is also going to block one of my Celebrants. And then we're gonna get the best end festivities you've ever seen in your life. Oh! They didn't Fierce? Oh, they are, right? Let first strike resolve. Yeah. Okay, that made sense. End festivities, you... You silly girl. Heron of Hope, you got it. Alright, let's pitch Swamp. Play the Purveyor out. Let's say go. Oh, I guess I should play out my land. I have a pointed discussion in the deck. I didn't end up running the second Reckless, did I? No, I didn't. I'm giving them blood. And if they have a third Fierce Retribution, so be it. They got me. You can't really play around it here. Yeah, good beats. Nice draw. Alright, now's the time to find Olivia or her attendants. Just 3 Fierce Retributions. Okay. Yeah. Alright, well, let's attack in with our Harvester then. I'm okay with this trade. If the Harvester had more toughness than power, we would probably wait, but... Wow, not even using any of their blood, huh? So what is the last card in their hand then? Might be another removal spell. Besides whatever they just drew for the turn. Okay. If they save 1 blood, they can attack me with the Socialite once by turning it into a 5/5. But it looks like they're just gonna chill. Okay. Weary Prisoner, the draw step. Well, this will punish them now for not playing any spells at any point. Okay, and that got rid of our last blood finally, so that's good. Ooh, Journal. That card is really freaking slow, but man, is it good in this position. Opponent's under no pressure. Just gets to draw 4 cards off of that. It's not ideal for us. Yep. Go back up to 23. Not good, my friends. Not good. And at this point, wouldn't be hard to imagine that they have another removal spell in their hand, even if I do draw Olivia or Attendance. I mean, the nice thing is... the nice thing is I'm not taking that much damage, but... So that's actually a good thing for us, that they killed that. Because now that makes it more likely that one of our huge threats sticks. That's their 4th Fierce Retribution. That's very good. Ooh, the Heron of Hope with the Voice of the Blessed. Nice. Yep. Okay. Can't say this is going very well for me. I guess if I draw exactly Olivia's Attendance next turn, I can shoot the Griff Rider. And then if they don't have a removal spell, I can triple ping one of the 2/3s. But, yeah. This is pretty over. Nope. The opponent didn't even do anything. I just did literal nothing. Yeah, we got killed by that. Like, normally I don't think the Investigator's Journal is good enough to play. I like the card, it is powerful, but it's usually just so slow, but man. I drew no action. Felt good, too. We cast that End Festivities, we killed 3 things. Where did it go wrong? Yeah, they had the removal spell for the Purveyor, and they had a bunch of blood to cycle through. Whereas I had no blood and drew too many lands. Good stuff. Gonna need to find a couple more wins out of this deck, though. Too many losses like that, our number 1 ranking's gonna go out the wayside. Skets. I have faith. If I can't win, then nobody's allowed to win. Alright, come on. Put me on the play. Give me what I need. Actually, this is not a terrible hand on the play. Because it digs. We are now 0 for 5 on seeing Olivia or her attendants. Although we have drawn like Sorin and Purveyor with pretty high consistency. So turn 2 wedding invitation. Hope to find some action. If not, turn 3 pointed discussion. Hey, alright. Now let's find a 3-drop. Because if we can go 3-drop creature into Sorin, I'm gonna feel really good. As I was saying, we've drawn Sorin and Purveyor with pretty high consistency. It's kind of annoying. Okay. That's, yeah, sure, why not? But I mean, if they just have like another creature this turn, we're actually not looking in a good position. Yeah, like, all of a sudden, I'm already losing. Like, this is a spot where I think I just jam the Purveyor and hope they don't have anything. Can we hold? Okay, that doesn't do it. Are they gonna Gift of Fangs their Markov? Wow, that's... Okay. Interesting. Hmm. That's actually terrifying. God, I want to just draw like catapult fodder. I think I'm going to play my Bloodcrazed Socialite and pass here. It's not worth attacking if they have a 4/5 lifelinker. Yeah, this is going to be another scenario where I just lose because I don't have removal in my deck. Or rather, it could be a scenario where I just lose because I don't have removal, I should say. If they don't have removal, then we still have a chance, but... expecting the black-white deck to not have removal is a stretch. Alright, they discarded their own pointed discussion. The good news is they didn't have a removal spell with 4 mana last turn. And I don't think they have Fierce Retribution, because I don't think they would have played Gift if they did. That's fine. Okay, use some blood. No, didn't use blood. What are they doing? Casting with 2 mana? Alright, let's go ahead and impulse and then probably just play our Desperate Farmer. Guess we might as well kill the Ragged Recluse before it flips then. Now I'm going to go ahead and attack this turn. We'll see if they want to use their blood in response so they don't take as much. Next turn we can go Celebrant plus Sorin. Still haven't seen our attendance or Olivia, but crazy Purveyor and Sorin every game. What the hell? Huh? That is an absurd discard. Do they have Markov or whatever, Edgar's Awakening or whatever it's called? I know they have the Butler on the battlefield, but they were one land off of that. So what's better in their hand? It's absolutely bonkers to me. Okay, they do just have Awakening. Well, they can kill my Socialite. And then attack me for 4, but they're going to flip my Farmer into a 4/3 lifelinker if and when they do. Damn, crazy game, huh? Sure. Kill my Socialite. Flip the Farmer. I take 4. You gain 4. Or maybe they don't want to attack. Maybe them attacking means... Yeah, maybe they're scared of my Harvester then. Because then I would get to attack with my Harvester if they did that. Alright. I do think they should attack, for the record. Yep. I will eat their trainee if they allow this. They'll go ahead and put a counter on something, but this will be worth it for me. So I net 0 on life lost. Go ahead and sack a blood. Discard excess swamp. Can hit him for 11 here. I think I'm gonna just attack for 7 in the air. Play the Celebrant. Play the Sorin, make a token. Pass.
I bring my own army.
Okay, discards a land. I'm okay just letting Sorin die here. I was checking if the Desecrator said target card from a graveyard, but it doesn't actually target. when it dies, they just get to choose something, so I can't blow them out by playing the heirloom and exiling it in response. Kinda sucks. Okay, here we go, combat. Now remember, that thing has menace too. I think we protect the Sorin then. I don't want to kill the Desecrator. I'd rather just chump here. Get a blood token. Keep my 2 big creatures alive. I'm gonna uptick Sorin next turn to try to find Attendance or Olivia herself. Fine. Oh, they just left themselves dead on board. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, because now I just make my Harvester unblockable. They can't block. GG's. Slight mistake by the opponent there, but I think they forgot about the Wedding Invitation ability. Ooh, that game was getting scary there. I think that last turn they needed to attack with their lifelinker as well, maybe? This is what happens, though. I'm all bombs, no removal. Well, that's not even true. I'm 2 bombs. 2 bombs, no removal, because we still haven't seen Olivia or her attendants. They're hiding. They're partying. We've drawn Sorin and Purveyor like every game, but no Olivia or attendants. And Purveyor hasn't even been super impressed. Well, Sorin's been... I don't know. I guess what did we fight against earlier? We lost to Kraken. That made sense. What was my other loss to? I don't even recall. Oh, just Flood Out? The black-white Flood Out? Yeah. Okay. Ah. That's magic, though. Let's pull off a couple more wins, please. Put me on the play and give me the goods. On the play, and hey, that's pretty good. None of my bombs in my hand, but this digs pretty well, and it has 1 piece of removal. Could even abrade their fountain if we really want to. Green black, the taxi. I think that's what we want to kill, though. That's rampant fixing. And we'll just go villager here. Start the menace beatdown, since it's unlikely they're going to be able to block this next turn. Yes, this turn. We've got all of our dig here. Next turn we can go Heirloom into Impulse, and then we would be able to cast everything in our deck the following turn, so... it's nice. Heirloom can also stop their Blood Fountain from working. Don't mind blocking. If they want to kill it, you got me. That's fine. Not going to gain 1 life in response. Go ahead and attack 2. Heirloom. Impulse. Found Olivia and a Weary Prisoner. If we don't draw a land, we cannot Olivia. Did not find a land, so No Olivia for me. Attack for 2. Let's go ahead and discard the Celebrant. Sorry, yeah, the Celebrant. Play out our Prisoner. And Olivia's gone forever. Good job, Olivia. Frickin' troll. It's alright. I mean, we still have plenty of other cards to draw. And a 2/6 looking fantastic on this battlefield. Oh, speaking of... Well... I guess I have to attack since this must attack. Sure, that's fine. Okay. And then I'm gonna actually double spell here. I guess we can draw a land off of this and cast our Purveyor still. To double spell. And now the nice thing is, they probably have to cast a spell this turn, which means, unless it's a removal, I get to fodder and flip my Purveyor. Yep. Good. They're pretty close to dead now, too. Okay, let's discard the blood token. Sorry, use the blood token. Good draw. That flips. We hit him for 6 in the air. Play the Celebrant. We're gonna hold the Wedding Invitation to surprise them. Surprise unblockable. And if they have a removal, they have to cast it this turn, otherwise I get to catapult Captain and throw something at them, so. Looking decent for us. Yep, I'm gonna block. Prevent 6 damage seems good. Get a blood token seems fine. I think it's important to block that in this situation before they can get a trample effect, another trample effect. Just passing. Okay, well, that's game over then. Wedding Invitation on Fearsome Werewolf. GG. Oh, discards Brambleworm. Okay, gain 5. I mean, they're still dead here. It was a nice, valiant effort. Had a baby, we go. Okay. Got to 4 wins. We can do this. Purveyor, again, draw it every single game. Olivia, you punk. Although, to be fair, if I had hit a land that turn that I could have cast the Olivia, what was I getting back from the graveyard? My Gluttonous Guest or something? They didn't have much removal there too, right? So I guess Olivia probably would have just won the game. Alright. Last one we haven't seen then is our attendance. We've seen all the colors of the wind, but the attendance. Easy money, baby. That was a great opening hand, though. Gluttonous Guest, lands, card draw. See if we can do that again. Actually, I guess the idea... Let's just go turn 2 Celebrant... No, wait. We have a... We have the eye in our deck too. We turn 1 eye or whatever curtains, turn 2 celebrant, turn 3 flip eye, turn 4 Sorin. That's the game plan. Do it. That's not quote unquote it, but it's a snap keep. All of our colors, my 1 removal spell, some ways to dig. We don't need to hold up a braid this turn since I don't even have anything to do on turn 3 anyways. Pass one more time. Be nice. 1-4. I don't believe we're supposed to Reckless yet, then. We don't need to find lands. If I did, I'd obviously cast it, but we want to wait until like turn 5 now to cast that. Oh, I'm happy to see that. I didn't want to see like a Mariner here or something. Weaver, that's probably worth a braiding now, end of turn. Just because we don't want to get him to 6 mana next turn. Because that might buy us a turn or whatever for them to play like their 6/6 gain for. Can I have my Abrade back? Oh my god, well that's gonna kill us. Holy smokes. I think killing the Weaver was correct, but... Ugh. Time to draw my bombs, please. This appears to be a game that's going to be hard to win. Yeah. Quite the card. That is the biggest Epicure you've ever seen in your goddamn life. I don't take any damage here, at least. I mean, my booties are still thick. Alright, I'm guessing they forgot that Lana and Elena give haste. That's not what we're looking for. Alright, let's play the Epicure. Get a blood token. If I draw Purveyor this turn, we probably have a small chance. Because that would flip my fodder. Gluttonous Guest. Alright, well that is also going to flip my fodder. This is not going to be impossible to win, it's just going to be extremely freaking hard. Discarded a Spore Crawler. I don't know why they keep pumping their Epic here of all things. But I'm okay with it. Jump and a bounce. Protect our totals. Okay. What is going on? How are they not getting more aggressive on me? Go ahead and discard the land, gain a life. let's see, I can sack something and flip my farmer here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Play the farmer and... Oh, no, I can't. They're gonna push too much damage if I don't play out another creature this turn. Didn't use blood end of turn, so that's not a good sign. Yeah. Alright, all these lands gone. Five, sure. And they're not giving it haste again. Okay. Go block here. I think we chump here, take 6. Gonna flip my farmer. There's the attendant finally. Oh my. So let's give my socialite unblockable. Attack for 5 lifelink. That'd be so good if I could cast both spells this turn. This is gonna be a goddamn miracle if I win this one, because I should probably be dead here in 2 swing, or, well, I think I should have already been dead, but... They didn't discard a land the first time, so they definitely have a spell they can cast in hand. Oh, chumping with the prisoners so bad. That's 6 damage that I kind of need. In fact, I probably have to double block one of the celebrants. Oh, this is rough. I mean, maybe the winning play is to just block like this. Take 18. Gain 4 from the harvester. Go back up to 2 total. I guess I can always throw the attendance itself. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put the weary prisoner and the the prisoner and the harvester on one of the 6/6s. If they have a combat trick, I lose. That's fine. I'm accepting this. I don't think I have a way to win. If they had a combat trick, I think they attack with everything there. This makes no sense. Okay, sure. Got me. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing necessarily, but it worked. I couldn't beat that anyways, right? Well, turns out using that Abrade ended the game immediately on the spot, but I think it was the right play. Alana and Elena on the battlefield for I don't even know how many turns. Feels like we should have died a lot sooner. We finally did draw our attendance though, and we died as a result. So was there a play that I could play the Celebrants and sack the 2/6 instead that turn? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sad, but like I said, a no removal deck, even if it has a lot of bombs, can obviously just run into that. Like, my opponent played their bomb faster than I did, and then, yeah, we just died. So, kind of sucks. We had frickin' Purveyor, Sorin, Olivia, and Attendance with double catapult fodder, but one Abrade as our removal spell, and ended up dying. So, GG's there. Still number 1, but we probably lost some amount of rating for sure. It's hard to hold this without having a super high win rate, but appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you back next time. Peace out.